Hi everyone, we are going to be today looking at solving system of inequalities. And I put two different grids on here because we're going to solve two different systems. So let's get our first one. All right, our first graph is going to be, let me get a little thicker line here. It's going to be x plus y less than 8. And let me change colors here. And next one's going to be x greater than or equal to 0. And our third graph, we'll put in green, is going to be y is greater than or equal to 0. All right, since I already have the green pen, I'm going to graph the third line first. Y is greater than or equal to 0. Well, we only have one variable, so that makes it a horizontal line. And our horizontal line is right here. It is our x-axis. So I'm just going over the x-axis. There. Okay, so greater than or equal to 0, it's going to be up here. So now everything down here is like eliminated. So let's graph x is greater than or equal to 0. Well, when we have one variable, it tells what axis it crosses. It crosses the x-axis at 0. So that means I have my y-axis. And let me label these axes. There's my y-axis and my x-axis. All right, and then our third line, and this is the one that is going to seal it. So we are right of the red line, above the green. So we're in quadrant 1. Now, I can graph this with intercepts. If I put 0 in for y, I have x is less than 8. Okay, if you thought of it like an equal sign, x equals 8. So what does that mean? Our x-intercept's 8. If I put 0 in for x to get the y-intercept, my y-intercept is 8. So let's count up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Put a dot right there. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Put a dot. All right, and let's connect our dots. Here we go. Now, for shading, we are below this black line. So we're to the right of the red, above the green. Below the black, it's this triangle that gets shaded. All of this right in here, we just shade in the triangle. Now, you might say, wait a minute, one thing is wrong, and that is true. This is less than, it's not underlined. So what we can do, we could take our eraser and just make this a dashed line. There we go. And it's all fixed. Now, so let's try another system of inequalities, okay? Now let's label our axes, y-axis, x-axis, and let me grab, let's say, blue. All right, this next line, we're going to write, I'll do this work over here, y is less than or equal to 2/3 x plus 2. Okay, so we're using a solid line because symbol's underlined. We can count our y-intercept is 2. Our slope is 2/3. So let's plot our points. So up 1, 2, put your dot. And our slope is 2/3. So up 1, 2 squares over 1, 2, 3. Put a dot. Let me make sure it went 1, 2 over 1, 2, 3. Okay, so up 1, 2 over 1, 2, 3. Right here. Okay, up 2, 1, 2 over 1, 2, 3. Those grid lines are small. Okay, now I could still move down 2 and over 1, 2, 3 because I want to make sure I get, whoops, that's only 2. This is 1, 2, 3 right here. Make sure these line up. Down 2, 1, 2, and over 1, 2, 3. Okay, that should be pretty good. Now, let me get a line tool, and let's see. Okay, follow along. Make sure I'm going through them. There we go. Oh, it's being a booger. Alrighty, there's our line. Now, this says less than or equal to, so it's below this line. So anything above this line is already not part of the answer. Okay, now let's get us another one. All right, this one's going to be an absolute value graph. So we're going to have y is greater than or equal to absolute value of x minus 8. First thing we do is we identify our a, h, and k. So a, there's no number up front, so a is 1. H, there's no number inside, so h is 0. And k is -8. Because a is positive, this opens up. And our vertex is always h comma k. Well, h is 0, k is -8. Alrighty. Now, if I count down, let's plot our vertex. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Put a dot right here. Now our slope is 1. So that means we go up 1 over 1, both left and right. So let me get my line tool, and I'll just draw a line with a slope of 1. Let me get my line first. Yes, let me continue here. Okay, let me make sure my slope here is right. Up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1. There we have it. There. And we do the same thing the opposite direction. Up 1 over 1. That looks pretty good right there. Now, our shading. We'll use a yellow. We are below the blue line, and it says above the purple, so that means it's inside this triangle. Now, these are both what are called bounded regions. What does that mean? It means that it has boundaries. Okay, if I would have had to shade out here or something, that would be an unbounded region. But we have for both of these what's called a bounded region because it's boxed in, so to speak. Or should I say triangled in? Either way, there's our system of inequalities. I hope you have fun graphing these. Bye-bye.